Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. We're going to talk about the update, everything that just got done in here, guild battle, new Odin update shop. We got Rufus on critical plus his shop got updated. There's talk about Odin, not talk, notices of Odin wind summon coming out. It should be wind. I'm going to double check the notice, but yeah, we got Odin coming up in April, the beginning. So lots to go through. I did a polar skip video for Angela already, but I'll brush up on it a little bit here. So let's just jump right in. Notice-wise, there is one that's not really in there, but in addition to draw tickets, Mystic Sword, and Brilliant Collar. Because the guild battle's here, I'm pulling for banners. I want to wish list. I ended up spending all of my tickets, except for Barrett, because Barrett weapons are all OB10, and he doesn't have anything really new I need. So he's done. I'm going to save these ones. It's got 17 gold, 50 that, but I spent everything else last night. All my 20 guaranteed gold tickets, everyone characters gold. I did all my purple tickets, blue tickets. That way, I now know what to do for the battle tower, to what to wish list. Because now I can come in here and be confident that I'm not going to pull that OB10 or OB6 version and be like, oh man, I chose the wrong one. So let's just say I was like close to OB6 here. I'm like, okay, I'll choose this, but I really need this and this, right? And then I choose it first and then I go do polls. That's a bad idea. Do your polls first and then come in here and see what you need, right? Same thing with wish listing. You should probably do your wish list. Go for what you go for. If you get lucky, perfect. If not, this should be the last place you're going to grab, right? So that's why I wanted to get all those little pulls out of the way. And now that Mystic Sword and Red 13's collar was in the pool, I was ready to go for it. And honestly, it's showing my weapon list for how many... I'm a free-to-play player, by the way. Okay, just put that in your mind. Free-to-play and day one player. I only need this little page to OB6. Everything else in my weapons are OB6 to OB10, and OB10 gets kicked in really quick. Half my weapons are OB10. A lot of them are event weapons, but a lot of them are limited / everything I need in this game. So you can see I'm ready at OB10, and the little scroll wheels over here. So yeah, that is really, really good as a free-to-play player in a gacha game, seeing all these maps. See how I'm still scrolling? Yeah. So... really good tickets, a lot of good rewards. This anniversary has been very nice to us with how many blue crystals we're getting. Luck, other way, luck wasn't great on my side. I did do a poll. There's a poll video that's going to be coming out. You guys are going to find out who I went for. If you're there for my live streams, I stream over at Twitch and YouTube. You probably already saw what I pulled for. But yeah, that ticket stuff, make sure you guys are getting that in there before you do a wish list and before you choose your battle tower. What's the best ones? I got to make a video for that still. I just haven't had the time. I will make a video for what's the best choices here, just for accounts overall, but realistically go for things you guys need. Like if you need this for her water damage setup, go for Tifa's gloves, you know what I mean? If you need Tempest for Sephiroth and you got his new Caution with Exploit, definitely a great weapon to pick up. So ideas like that, right? It's all account based, but there is some weapons that are better than others. So with that being said, that notice where this got updated, everything else we can talk about in-game except for Summon Odin is coming. So on April 9th at 7 p.m. PDT, Odin will be newly added summon to Summon Quest. I don't think it says what he is, but most likely he should be a wind DPS like in his actual fight, which means he's going to be weak to earth, which gives you another reason to pull for Tifa. Not only Tifa will be useful for this guild battle, for the Odin escalation, she now will be good for Odin summon. Doesn't mean she's the only one, she'll just make this content very easy. Never pull for content that's not like limited, where Odin's going to be here forever, so you'll eventually get an Earth setup that's going to beat him. Like, I have a Titan that's level 8 right now. I could get to level 10, but it's not going to kill me here and there. Depends how competitive everything is, right? But permanent content, you can have a little bit more leeway on that. You also have Hawkeye from Yuffie. You might be wishlisting that, getting lucky off of ticket polls, so on and so on. So that is happening April 9th, new summon. Most likely he's going to be wind, because that's what we're missing. And it would be weird if they went for something else when his current boss fight is a wind DPS. Like, in order to survive escalation 15 plus, some wind defense is helpful there. So that's coming up notice wise, but everything else is going to be in game. We got our last week of login bonus for Vincent's penalty. Right, so you got 4 copies of this for free. I'm at 370. I can now buy my death penalty, and this is the last week of getting some free gold tickets and high win boost. So really good there, and our login bonus of those boxes are still here. I opened 9 of them, I got a total of 1,500. So I'm hoping the last 6 is a lot better. I saw no 500 blue crystals. Not the worst luck, but not the best luck. I'll just say that. So event-wise, going in, we got a couple things that are updated. One, the towers are updated every day. We're on floor 20 already. I've been auto-battling this with Vincent, that's OB6, Antifa, or Aerith, and then I just switch whatever character they tell me to switch. But everything's been auto-battled with Vincent, just showing how strong he is, even at OB6. But Battle Tower is being updated. You know that. The current Odin quest did get updated as well, so now you have under solo, you have 2 dailies to do, so make sure you do them right away before reset. And the shop got updated with golden horseshoes. Pretty straightforward. Matte weapon parts. If you're someone who's using matte and you need more weapon parts, great to see. But mithril ingots, mithril ores, catalyst, all of these. So besides that, the rest of the shop is pretty straightforward, right? Your grindstones, your materia upgrades. The most important stuff is on top, which you should go for, and then whatever your account needs after that. Silver did not get changed. You guys should be pretty much done this just doing dailies. I didn't really farm this quest, and there's still 40 days left. So this shop's going to be very easy. Just do your dailies. Don't try to do the co-op here. But this got updated. We've got more memories to purchase, I believe. I can't really tell. Yeah, 1, 2, it got updated. Yeah, if I'm wrong, tell me. But what really got updated is a new weapon for Matt. It's got physical attack 46, earth potency 39, right? But it's a magic weapon. Deals 360 magic non-elemental, earth resist down. So if you don't have an earth resist weapon, this helps. But it's a physical R ability weapon for Matt, but he's a magic weapon. So weird R abilities to go with the weapon that's magic. I don't know what they think when they do this. Like, why isn't this a 360 physical non-elemental? Right? I know it doesn't matter, but yeah. It's just weird to give that R ability with magic weapon. So weird. Especially because if you use it as a back weapon, you're like, oh, cool, physical attack up. Oh, physical 465. I'm missing like 200 compared to normal weapons. Good for new players, but it's just an awkward decision. So, yeah, we got new stuff, draw tickets in here, right? Grab what you need out of these. Farm it nicely, meaning like do the 1, 2 daily thing. Put all the percentage you can. Make sure you grab both of those weapons. Get them OB6 so you can bring 40% into a co-op, and that way people won't leave your co-op room. Because if you show up to co-op without a percentage bonus, you're most likely going to get left behind. Nobody wants to see a non-bonus. So make sure to bring in this weapon and this weapon at least for 40% if you didn't pull for any of the banners. But always bring a percentage. Nobody cares about your strength in this type of farming, right? They don't want to see your strongest character. They want to see how much you can help them farm a lot faster. So Odin got updated. So did Rufus. Rufus now is a crash battle. So remember, after this crash battle's done, if we completed a certain amount of times, we're going to get that Cactar quest for another 1,000 blue crystals. So if you're worried about your blue crystal count and you don't have enough to pull, right? You're going to get another 1,000 blue crystals once we're done this event, and everyone helps with co-ops. So if you can help carry people in co-ops, we'll hit that goal for that critical little Cactar to give us 1,000. But yeah, it's been updated. We did the co-op last night. Did a team of, I was Aerith healing. Vincent came in with his attack down weapon and his ice setup, and then Sid for enfeeble and also adding ice resist down. So Sid, Vincent, Aerith clear this without a problem. You just got to make sure you also bring in Aerith with Flora 1 because she lowered physical defense. So that way it really helped because he has a lot of defense and you don't want him to have too many characters doing too many things. So it's pretty straightforward. Vincent took down the physical attack. I took down defense while healing and raising the physical defense. And then Sid is Sid. He does what he has to do. He's got ice resist and enfeeble. That's all you really need. So pretty straightforward. As for solo, it probably still works, but let me know. I don't really try solos because, again, it's only 100 blue crystals. I'm not going to go out of my way to stress out about 100, and I don't really care about the icons too much. As a free-to-play player, it's usually the mentality. But there is 2 dailies for this now, and the shop was also updated with Vincent weapon, which means weapon parts for Vincent. So if you are going for his ice weapon and your pulls were bad like mine, you at least have 100 weapon parts to make that a little bit better. And his weapon is a magical, non-elemental. Physical attack is decreased to help you with Rufus. These weapons usually help with the current quest. Good R abilities, boost HP, physical, right? And again, it's a magic weapon with a higher physical stat than a magic stat. I don't know why they do this. I guess it's how they balance a weapon. They're like, oh, we can't make them too strong because they're free, but lots of rewards in the gold ticket shop, right? You've got Vincent, but you have these memories. Make sure you're getting this. They're very limited and very hard to come by right now. So every event that has them, farm them, get them. Not farm them, just get every copy you can. So good shop upgrade, right? Bronze and silver are almost done just from using this as my co-op daily, as my solo daily, right? Make sure you get those. And the new event weapons on both of them, there's a mission to make them level 90. So don't be afraid to actually make that weapon level 90 because you get refunded the mithril ore for it. Only up to level 90. So that's some 2 new events. I believe the last thing is just guild battle because everything else is pretty straightforward. Summon, Rufus is here, and Geo banner. Costume is worth it. Weapon is questionable, but definitely has its place. Poor skip videos there for that. And let's talk about the guild battle for the last part. So from what I'm hearing, it's ridiculously hard. You can't really do double DPS on stage 4, 5, or 6, right? You've got to bring in a strategy. I brought in a magic team for this because I don't have a physical setup. And this team right here with Sephiroth, no Sephiroth anniversary, no provoke. This is just a Sephiroth with blue bramble, Lauren earth resist, magic setup, Vincent with his magic setup, and then Aerith healing while raising magic attack and lowering magic defense. I can 100% stage 1, 100% stage 2, and my buff is only at 66. All right, the current guild battle is Cloud and Kate Sith for weapons, which is really good because a lot of people are not going to use that. And then there's a couple of costumes here that I wish wasn't because Reprieve. But yeah, you can see the Reprieve anniversary or 1 year New Year's thing is 400%, so they really took that away. But this one benefits to having a physical earth team. I'm using a magic team, and to be that cleanup, I'm cleaning up stage 1 and 2 and whatever else percentage I need for the other part. So that's my role in this guild battle because I don't have Yuffie at all, right? Didn't come out of any of the tickets, so I have to go for the magic version of this, and it is good enough. So this is the team I ended up using. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing this guild battle, it seems like Odin goes for the person with the highest attack, and that includes buffs, and I learned that the hard way. So I made Aerith have the highest attack, physical attack on the team, so Odin targets the highest physical attack. So if you're using Tifa and she's dying, that's the reason. So Aerith now has more physical attack than Sephiroth and Vincent, so she's getting constantly hit, which means she's constantly giving +1 ATB, right? So every time she gets hit, I'm at 90% or less HP. I heal +1 and physical defense is recast. So it's basically I apply magic attack up, magic defense down, and then I'm just like +1, +1, +1. And Vincent and Sephiroth are just like pew, 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 pew. So I have a guaranteed haste in this fight because of that condition where he hits the highest attack. But be careful if you have something like Sephiroth or buff up, because Sephiroth's the only one that can raise his physical attack on the team off his ultimate weapon, and then he got targeted at one point. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Why is he getting hit? And then someone in my chat pointed out, you raised his physical attack with a buff. So therefore, Odin switched his target. So with that being said, Earth Physical is the way to go. From what I hear from my guild members and other people, the higher stages, Provoke is most likely going to be needed to get that damage away from Tifa, or she just gets clapped. And yeah, I'll have more information as I go. I only did my team to find out where's my places in the guild and where I was going to do polls and do wish lists. So clearly I didn't pull for Tifa, but even an OB1 to OB3 Tifa, OB5, OB6 is going to do a lot of damage here, right? So if you are going to help the guild battle out and you're not a cleanup, and you have to be one of the top DPSs, yes, Tifa very, very necessary here. She's just too much of a powerhouse with raising her own earth attack and all that. But that's the current update. Yeah, hopefully you guys are getting good luck on your polls. Things are going well. Again, the way I survive these gacha games as a free-to-play player is I tell myself I go for what's important. Favorite characters, favorite kits, right? Whatever gacha I play, I go for the character that's fun to play, that makes me happy. So favorite characters are Vincent, Red 13, Aerith, you know what I mean? I'm happy to pull for those characters, even though it's not going to be meta. It's just nice. Luckily, some of them are meta, but The idea as a free-to-play, you can't do everything, and that's okay. And in this game, the thing I can't do only rewards me an icon that I'm not going to use and 100 blue crystals. So I'm not going to justify spending 36,000 blue crystals to get 100 blue crystals and force myself to use characters I don't really care about, right? So to me, I have a lot of fun playing gachas this way, and that way I don't have to feel that urge to always pull for every banner. I just pull for what's just enough and that waifu husbando. Anyways, let me know what you think about the update. This whole 1.5 year anniversary has been very generous. Odin's story's been great, right? Going through the entire thing. They ended it a little differently, where Tifa got her costume was different. So check it out. It's actually pretty good writing in there compared to what we have got in EverCrisis. But overall, very generous. Lot of content, lot of rewards, and a lot of chances to really improve your account. A lot of quality of life updates happened. I feel like this had more hype than the 1 year anniversary. The 1.5 year anniversary actually feels a little bit more exciting compared to that one. So that's my thought process of the entire thing. Let me know what you thought about the 1.5 years, the 4 banners, who you're going for, and what are you really looking forward to when it comes to EverCrisis in the future. I want a jukebox, mini games, and less grindy content, right? I don't want to kill the same boss 100, 200 times. That's what I would like out of EverCrisis to make it a lot more enjoyable. But overall, having a great time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.